Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're casting our analytical eye on Pragmatic Play's Big Bass Vegas Double Down Deluxe slot. This one's got a pretty unique theme clash, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it really does. You've got that classic, almost cozy fishing vibe.
Right.
And then it just slams into this bright, loud Las Vegas neon thing, high-energy graphics everywhere.
Exactly. But we're not just here for the flashy visuals. We need to dig into how this whole double down idea really changes the game mechanics and your strategy as a player.
That's the mission, really. To cut through that visual noise, see what Pragmatic Play was aiming for mechanically. How do they keep the core, the DNA of the Big Bass series, but also bake in this specific kind of risk and reward?
Yeah.
You know, the stuff that defines this high variance version.
Okay, let's start with the basics then. The structure and maybe the key strategic choice you hit right away. It's running on a pretty familiar 5x3 grid, 10 pay lines. The betting range is flexible, like $0.10 up to $250.
Pretty standard stuff.
Yeah, but here's the kicker for, the informed player. The anti-bet option.
Ah, yes, the anti-bet.
It bumps up your wager quite a bit, potentially up to $375. But, and this is the key, it mathematically ramps up the chance of hitting that bonus feature everyone wants.
And that decision, whether to use the anti-bet or not,
Yeah.
it really dictates how your whole session might play out. Because the entire game, the entire engine, it hinges on one thing.
Which is?
That cash collection mechanic. It's all about the fish money symbols. They show cash values, but they're just sitting there.
Just decoration.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Until the fisherman wild symbol lands on the same spin.
Yeah.
He's the collector. If he doesn't show up, you don't get that cash. Simple as that.
Okay, so given that dependency needing two different symbols to hit at once just to get paid from the fish that feels like it points towards bigger swings, less frequent wins, maybe definitely moving away from the feel of some earlier games in the series. Is that right?
Absolutely. Yeah, spot on. This is firmly a high volatility game, no question. It's specifically built for players who are comfortable with risk, seeking those really substantial payouts, even if they don't come around too often.
And that risk profile, that makes sense because the potential win is huge.
Exactly. That risk justifies the ceiling. We're talking a potential of 5,000 times your stake, which is, well, it's pretty impressive for this type of slot.
Wow, 5,000x.
But, and this is super important, a critical warning for you listening, the return to player, the RTP. The default is listed around 96.5%.
Okay, seems decent.
It is, but that number can be adjusted by the casino you're playing at. It might be lower.
Ah.
And knowing that specific RTP, that is probably the single biggest strategic piece of info you need for this game, given how much it swings.
Right, good point. Okay, so let's unpack the feature that actually makes that 5,000x possible, the bonus round. You need 3 or more scatters to trigger it. What's the Vegas twist here? What makes these free spins special in this version?
The main innovation, the big deal, is the potential for dual fisherman wilds. 2 of them.
2 fishermen at once.
Yes. Uniquely, in this double down version, you can land 2 collectors on a screen during the free spins. And having 2 guys out there collecting those fish money symbols, that just fundamentally changes the maths. It seriously ramps up your win potential once you're actually in the bonus round.
Okay, dual wilds, got it. And I think there are other random features too, to keep things engaging.
That's right. Little boosters. Like if you only land 2 scatters, which is usually frustrating.
Yeah, the near miss.
Exactly. The game might randomly trigger a respin. It kind of nudges the reels, give you a second shot right then and there to land that 3rd scatter and trigger the full bonus.
Nice.
And crucially, that massive 5,000x potential we talked about. You don't just hit that out of the blue. It's tied to the multiplier upgrade trails. During the free spins, you collect fishermen, and that progresses you along a trail, adding more spins and increasing a win multiplier. That's how those really spectacular hits become possible.
Okay. Let's wrap up our deep dive takeaway here. Big Bass Vegas Double Down Deluxe. It seems to work because it mixes that gameplay everyone knows
The intuitive chord loop.
with this added layer of high-stakes strategy, through the anti-bet choice and that powerful dual collector bonus.
Yeah.
It feels like there's real mechanical depth under the Vegas glitter.
I'd agree. It delivers for fans and maybe pulls in some new players looking for that higher risk. But here's the final thought, the thing for you to really chew on. Given this game's incredibly high ceiling and the high volatility that goes with it, remember what I said about the RTP? The single most valuable piece of intelligence you can have before you play is the actual specific return to player percentage set by the casino you're at. Seriously. Everything else, all the features, the graphics, They're secondary to that number when you're talking about managing expectations in a game designed purely for those big, big swings.